goes. And I kind of hacked this out before I left last time. And it was so close to working, you can kind of see that it's water ran down it, and then, oops, somebody left some pieces there. And also that dirt piece is a little too tall. And then it just goes down there and filled up the footing. But honestly, you know, if I knock out that piece, then it'll go more that way and get stuck on that pile of dirt, those logs, go into the leaves a little bit. Or so the story goes. And now I'm going to set this up, maybe get a nice looking time lapse of re-digging out the bottom now that I've got the erosion cloth and know how to set it up properly. Dig the bottom back out, because I'm about ready to put steel in that, and kind of my hope and dream in this day and a half, so we'll call it maybe 15 working hours. Best case scenario, depending on, you know, attitudes and feelings of me and kiddo, and weather. Might rain some tomorrow, which is honestly okay. Distracted as heck right now, because I have had a giant Monster Ultra, because I had some weak coffee this morning. I was like, oh, let me go ahead and crack this bad boy open. So I'm ready to go. Figured it might be entertaining to go through my rebar bending nonsense here. So dumb problems require dumb solutions. I'm only really ever going to build one house in my life, so I didn't want to buy a fancy rebar bender. So here's my rebar bender. I make a mark. I clench it in the excavator jaw. This has not been without some, I don't know, call them foibles. I don't even see that from there. I can't tell. No, that's all the controls. There you go. Close enough. Thanks, wide view stuff. Then you take your trusty $30 what's it, go to the mark, give or take, and the first one's easy, cause easy. This, by the way, this is just half-inch rebar. I don't recommend this for anything thicker, of course. You could, with a bigger machine, I guess you could do 5/8, but this is as big as I'm going. And there's one, and I mark 8 inches, bend it the other way. Well, that works. This has honestly been a bit of a pain doing these double 90s, because half the time the angle's a little off. So you gotta do some extra bending, but I've gotten a little bit better. That. A little anyway. As I say that, it gets away from me. This is when it's a little more persnickety than I would prefer. But it gets the job done. And I don't have to lean down onto the ground. Oh yeah, that was a dumb bend. Now it's all out of plane that way. Yeah, I do not want to work with anything ever really thicker than half-inch rebar. Forget that. Let's face it, I'm not qualified to even work with half-inch rebar. So hey, that was a pretty result. I can live with that. We'll hopefully hold this stupid cliffside shack up, right? So, this is just me showing off this utterly ridiculous stepped footing. What is it? 2 foot, 2 foot, 2 foot, 16 inches. I measured 18 when I bent that. We're going to ignore that. 8 inches, 2 feet. And so I've bent all the steel. Looks like it'll probably fit. But I haven't tied it into the chairs or done anything really official yet, because I want to practice this bulk head cutting, forming nonsense. So here's the proof of concept. Proof of concept of one of the bulkheads that I just hammered in there. Yeah, holds concrete, goes in there, fills up there. That completes the step. I should have measured that a little bit more carefully. Always. Anyway, I'll figure that out in a minute. So yeah, there's also going to be, you know, some cross bracing. I've seen people use rebar hammered into either side and tied off. Might use lumber stakes. I don't know. Because this crumbly nonsense just disintegrates down there with all the weathered rock. So I can't really rely on the soil to hold it too much. I'm gonna have to drive something into it, but hey, it's good to see progress. What I'm doing is, I already did one here. You can kind of see that ditch to the side. I'm going around and kind of doing a fit install. I'm just going to beat the jeepers out of this panel on my way around the footing. Use this for all the 2 foot drops. Hello. Yeah, it's working. Update. It's raining. I'm cold now. That's all. Okay, but the real update, is that water on the lens or water on the view screen? Or... yeah, that's better. I got grade pins in and all along the bottom, so everything's looking pretty good. Except having to shave for these last 2 steps. I don't know who measured this before, but they did a slapdash job, and now that we're getting the final elevations here with the grade pins, I've had to shave like 2 inches off this one, 4 inches off the one I'm standing on, 2 inches on this one, but that side was a little bit lower overall, so maybe I'll end up being spot on. Another update. It's raining harder. I'm hiding for a moment. But I can't sit for long because then I'm going to freeze. Lovely late summer thunderstorm though. Yeah. That's unfortunate timing though. Well, that's actually close to working, all considering. Half of the water's going in there. So that's something. The other half, however, is doing an erosion. That's a lot of freaking water from that stupid clogged storm drain, and there's water dripping into my eyeballs. I should go get my hard hat so at least I don't have to squint so much. Well, on the plus side, this little downpour gave me a good idea of how screwed I am trying to do this and pour it over this long a time span. Ta-da! 1 thunderstorm worth of water. But on the plus side, I'm not really getting much erosion down here because through a minor miracle, it's going above the sheeting. So that's nice. The other side that I was just working on, I left wide open because I didn't expect the rain to be this hard. Got rain all up in my eyeballs. So that's cool. Also, on my little tub, I flew too close to the sun and tried to catch even more of the water, and it failed shortly thereafter. But I mean, I'm just hosed with the runoff from half mile of road. And then it comes down and ta-da, fills up my footing. I guess everything will be better one day.